Good evening, Ruskin enjoyers. I hope you're doing all right. So, I kind of talked about this over the past couple of weeks. I talked about it last night when I did my 48-hour analysis, and I think I really do need to go ahead and talk about it with its own dedicated video. So, what's going on, Hedge? Are things still bad? Actually, no. Things look like they're improving. So, if you can recall, if I hop over to the likes of here, not too long ago, I made a video discussing the problems with the likes of the Easter dip. Wasn't too bad. Where is it? So, Easter dip about a month ago, and I also had like a progress update. So, yeah, some of you might have watched this. Some of you might have understood the things I was warning you about and whatnot. Well, it turns out, it looks like we're already seeing things improve. It looks like, maybe, just maybe, we've already passed the worst of it. So let's just kind of run down through the history of what we've seen over the past few months, and we'll give you a good idea of how things turned out. So, if you can recall, around January time, we had post-Christmas. Typically, during the likes of December to January, you see a lot of people playing Rust, and of course, typically you'll see a lot of Rust skins go up in price. The increase in demand with more people playing leads to prices improving. Very nice, very cool. Unfortunately, compared to all the previous post-Christmases, the January time was bad. The Christmas last year was bad. We did not have a lot of profit. And I've had a lot of rambles about that. If you go to the past and see how I talked about the likes of post-Christmas and whatnot, go back to around December time, it was not a pretty sight. Look at the very unhappy Hedge right there. So anyway, I did make some decent sales overall, but I could have made more profit. But the post-Christmas was absolutely bad. Like, it was just bad. Anyway, there was one saving grace, looking towards the likes of the summertime. And after a few months, we are now getting closer and closer. But I did warn everybody, based on what we've seen many times in the past, when we go through the likes of Easter time, the player counts will drop, and typically we also see the likes of the Rust skins suffer. But there was also another thing that we had to be aware of, the CS2 Copenhagen Major, which I will point out to you now is finished. So yeah, Na'Vi won, congratulations to them, and we got to keep an eye out for that Champions capsule. But the main point is, it looks like all the bad things have seemingly finished now, and all we can expect from here and now, potentially, is just good things. Prices rising, something positive to look forward to. And have we already seen glimpses of this? It does look like that is the case. So we're going to go look at some skins in a second, but I should warn you, the 75% discount for the sticker capsules has not yet come out. I do believe we might still see a bit of a dip across the board on all of Steam, but that might not last that very long. And as I said, I expected the likes of around the end of March to April time to potentially be our worst, but it looks like we already had the worst. So why did I bring up post-Christmas? What was that all about? Well, a lot of skin prices went down pretty early, prematurely I should say, around January time. And this is where I want to bring up certain skins such as the Whiteout Kilt. So the Whiteout collection reached a new all-time high peak around back in January. But then, of course, it eventually did go down, like most skins. So as I scroll over to here, look at its recent history, well, that's exactly what happened. New all-time high peak price, which you can see there compared to everything else. But of course, like most skins, it'll have a nice post-Christmas time, but it will go down afterwards. But it's stopped going down. So from here, January 5th, to here, we can see that the price was going down, 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 down. But it stops around the end of February. Stagnates. And now it's starting to trend upwards. And you might sit there and say, but Hedge, that's like hardly anything. Look at it. It's only going down. It's only going up a little bit. Yeah, it's the beginning. It's the beginning. We're now moving towards that summertime. And let me remind you, summertime, how many people did we have playing last summer? Oh, yeah, 95,000 at one point. Actually, the all-time peak was 182,000. So things are looking interesting for the upcoming few months. So let's just quickly hop over to here to the likes of the upcoming April Force Wipe. Lots of interesting content on the horizon. I can't help but assume we're going to start seeing a nice ramp up with interesting content being added, especially during the likes of the summer vacation with all the kids. Of course, but it's not too hard to understand. Summer vacation is going to happen. We're going to see a lot more people playing during the likes of the summer, and I won't be surprised if Face Puncher's more than aware of that, and they're going to cater to that with the likes of much more interesting updates. Starting off the likes of April, we're getting revamped changes to Harbour. And of course, cargo ship now interacts with it. That's cool. But we're also getting several different changes here. A minigun. I think the military flamethrower is also prepared. I don't fully know, but you get the idea. Lots of interesting things. And of course, the first ever tool cupboard skin. Cool. That's probably a DLC, so don't worry about that too much. But yeah, we are still expecting the likes of a brand new biome. There are still some other things they mentioned in the roadmap at the very beginning of this year that we're still yet to see. But I'm under the impression we're most likely going to see it during the summertime, where we tend to see a lot of people playing. And that is the expected outcome for what we're going to see for this summer as well. Around May time, we will see an improved amount of people playing. And then, of course, it just goes up, up, up. But then, of course, autumn, fall, seasonal dip. It's going to happen all over again. But that's the routine with the likes of every single year with Rust. So, prices going down, stagnating, then going up a fair bit. This is the beginning. Could things potentially still have some problems? I mean, like I said, the 75% discount with the sticker capsules is still expected to happen, but I don't think it's going to be drastically causing it to go down even further. I think it will just stagnate again for a bit, then go up again. So that's just the Whiteout Kilt. What about some other skins? Well, not too long ago, I had a big fuss talking about sheet metal double doors, which I could remind you with the likes of the video from over here. You can see Hedge like holding all the double doors, because during February, over the course of 2 weeks, we had 4 skins. 4 skins come out. And I was panicking. I was like, oh no. Something that used to be very reliable as an investment is now becoming a bit of a problem because we'll suddenly get tons of skins for it. Well, guess what? All the sheet metal double doors were perfectly fine. They recovered. They're now comfortably in the positive. That long double door right there, that did about 40,000 sales, and I can confirm that real quickly. Using SCM.app, I can quickly hop over to here, go to Lunar New Year, and yeah, it will point out about 40,000 sales. 39,000 subscribers almost. And as you would know, that's the absolute bare minimum people who bought it. We don't know how many they bought, but it wouldn't be too hard to comprehend that, all right, maybe about 40,000 plus of these are in circulation, maybe even 50, 60, who knows? It did a lot of sales, but from what we can see over here, all of those double doors that came out during that 2-week period of time, they're all in the positive. They're doing good. I bought a whole bunch of these for $1.90 with a buy order, and I thought, oh no, I'm ruined. No, I've made $1 profit already. Things are doing better. So as I look over to here to the long double door, we can actually see its history recently. It's going up. And as you can see, it did have a bit of a stumble initially. Towards the end of March, it stops, and it goes up. It goes up. Up. And is it going to stop? I don't know, but it don't look like it. I'm looking forward to this. So, with what we see here, things are improving. I could go look at one of those other double doors just to kind of prove it. So, Space Airlock double door. You've been out since around the very beginning of February. And what do we see? Low quantity. Price is okay. It's a bit of a straggler there, so that's 247, then it goes to 287, so just take that into consideration. But yeah, look at sales history. If I could just remove liquidity real quickly. There you go. It dips, stops, up. Now that's double doors. What about some other skins we could take a look at? Well, if you can recall, last year, around the very beginning of October, I made a big fuss talking about the lowest price point for skins during the autumn-fall seasonal dip for, 2023. I looked at the likes of the Hamster Rock, didn't I? Let's go look at him again. Hamster Rock, how you doing, buddy? Well, Steam servers are bad. If you're questioning, hey Hedge, are Steam servers bad at the moment, or is it just me? No, it's everybody. Everyone's struggling with this. Right, there you go. There's 91 quantity on the Steam market, and as you would know, on average, every Rust skin on the Steam market has about 100 quantity, so that's doing perfectly reasonable in terms of the amount of listings. But as I look at its price, what do we see? It did dip and down and yeah, there you go. Exact same thing. It reached a nice price there at the very beginning of January, but it went down, stagnates towards the end of February, kind of goes down a little bit more, but then it starts to go up. Starts to go up there. Things across the board are improving. So, I want all of you now, okay, go check your skins, go check your investments, all right? Go over to here, put them all out like that, and just start going through all of them, and just go see for yourself. Look, here's a random graffiti storage. Did this go down in price since January? Did it stop going down in price and start to improve recently? So, 90 quantity, that's fine. It's currently listed at $4. As I go over to here, that right there, oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? But no, still it's pretty much the same thing. It's not super easy to notice. It did trend downwards, stops about here, starts to go up a bit, down a bit, up a bit now. That one's a little bit volatile, but overall, it's not doing bad. It's not going down anymore. What about if I look at the likes of this cool looking Tiger Garage door? How much are you selling for right now? Oh, are you $6? hang on a minute, did you improve as well? Well, it's doing better. Look at that. Oh, sorry. I can't grab it anymore. Sorry. So it dipped a fair bit, went up, stagnated, went up, down, up, up. That one's a bit of a weird one, but I can still notice it's trending upward still. So things are improving. I do believe we are past the worst of it with the Easter dip. As I said, over the course of the next 2 weeks, we very likely will be seeing the CS2 Copenhagen sticker discount come out. That might cause a dip, but that might not happen for another 2 weeks. So for the next 2 weeks, keep an eye on your skins, because they do look like they're improving. So again, Reptile Hunter chestplate. Let's go take a look at you real quickly. Right now, you're selling for about $4. Yep. And over to here. Yep, it's stagnated though, actually. Oh no. That's just kind of been straight. It's not going down, it's just flat. Nothing wrong with that. Alligators and being flat. Who would have guessed? So, yeah. The hamster rock is the rust canary. I guess so. But I'm not joking. If I quickly hop back over to here and show... Oh, I had to zoom out just so I can get down here real quickly. Actually, I did have it in my playlist, but I'm already there. I can see it. So it's just over to here. It's around October time. There he is. Look at that. Do you remember this? This is what I was referencing. Lowest price points. And we did notice that the lowest price point for the vast majority of skins late last year was around the very beginning of October. I told plenty of people now's the time to jump in, and many skins from that point in time rose up very nicely for January time. It's just post-Christmas was very bad, and yeah, it went nowhere, unfortunately. So, yeah, I've been rambling, screaming, shouting. I do it all the time because I can't stop talking about these pixels. But I hope I've got the point across. Things are improving. And you might sit there and say, should I sell now? Well, it's up to you. Do you really think the amount of profit you get for your skins at the moment is going to be enough for you? Or would you like to wait a little bit longer? Because like I said, whilst the player counts have gone down a fair bit recently, it is expected to improve over the course of these next few months. It's all expected to kick off around May time. But at the very least, I'd wait until next week with the April Fool's swipe, because as I said, there's a lot of interesting things coming out, and we can only expect even more. We haven't even got the bikes yet. Maybe that's going to be ready for May time, maybe it's going to be ready for June. But if you actually looked at Face Punch's or Rust's actual Twitter page, you can see it's very bare bones at the moment. It looks goofy. Go check it out for yourself. So, yeah, I showed off that. I've showed off the long double door. Oh, yeah, Arctic Protection Collection. That's doing really good at the moment, isn't it? $8? What? What's going on here? Well, people clearly want it a lot, don't they? Look at that. It's just going up. That's looking beautiful. I own a bunch of these. I'm going to probably have to sell some, aren't I? Look at that. Yes. And don't forget, keep an eye out for the likes of the skins that get pumped up. Yep, the pumpkin bow is being pumped. It's not actually worth $3. But if you keep an eye on it, you might notice every now and then someone's going to just walk in, buy a batch of them. It elevates to a new step. And then recently it happened again. Bought another batch. It's elevated to a new step. Some point it's going to probably end up selling for about $10. So if you own some of these, wait a little bit longer and you just wait and see. Look what happens. So loads of pumps. Loads of money actually being pumped towards skins themselves, like actual genuine demand compared to normal pumps. Things are looking good. Things are improving. Things are starting to look a whole lot more healthier. But the main thing is, I believe this is premature because, of course, we dipped down pretty hard during January when we were expecting everything to flow very nicely into the likes of February. So maybe we're getting it all nice and early now. I'm not complaining. So if you survived all of this, congratulations. You very likely will now be able to sell the vast majority of your skins for a very, very sweet, delicious looking price for some sweet, delicious looking profits. It's as simple as that, yeah. So keep an eye on everything. Consider yourself, do I want to sell now or do I want to hold out a little bit longer? Hey, if you've made double money, sell half the stock that you own of something and then, everything from there is a positive. It's up to you. I've got a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of stuff to go through. Now, a lot of people were talking about the likes of the Dragon Rocket Launcher. We did not know how many of these actually existed, but the fact that we just don't really see that many Rocket Launcher skins means this guy's just been doing beautifully. He's just keep going up. $12. Yeah, he just doesn't stop going up. So initially, there was a bit of a problem. It went up a fair bit. Then it went down, kind of stagnated, but it went up, and up, and up. And he's just going breezing upwards. Nothing's stopping him. Do you reckon we'll see a reintroduction of that next year, though, for Lunar New Year 2025? Who knows? But it was the year of the dragon this year. As I said back during the likes of 2 months ago when we had those skins first come out, maybe we're going to get some sort of snake-themed weapon for next year's animal, the year of the snake. So he's doing all right. He's very comfortable. So, yeah, I hope you're feeling a lot more optimistic now. I hope you're feeling a lot more happier. But please be aware of this. Whilst the summertime is expected to be very nice and very enjoyable, be prepared for the autumn-fall seasonal dip. After August, it's expected to go for a turn of the worst and things will go back down again, all right? So, whilst we're expecting a very nice time, upcoming, do be prepared for autumn-fall seasonal dip because that's worse than Easter dip. So much worse. And it wasn't even that long ago. I'm sure you remember how bad that was. I do. So many skins went down in price very sharply. So, sell what you can, I guess, whilst you have that wonderful summertime. And then, if you got a lot of money during the likes of that autumn-fall seasonal dip, go grab some things for super cheap and look towards the likes of the next post-Christmas. That's how Rust is. Now, I hope you're also looking at the likes of the workshop, always being aware of all the newest skins that are being submitted, as you can see. Always got to keep an eye out for new potential continuations. As you can see, I'm quite literally doing that right now. Very nice, very cool. But I would like to introduce you to a new website that will probably be very, very helpful for all of you over the course of these next few months as we see very interesting continuations. Mr. Micro, it is time to show off your website. Now, at first glance, you might think, that's a bit silly, isn't it? What's this? Well, if you just click the workshop and what you see, a very nice and insightful database right here in front of you. So, what's so special about this? Well, number one, it's going to provide you all of the newest submissions that have appeared in the workshop. You don't have to set up a full Adorphus list. You don't even have to load up the workshop yourself. Nope, you could just hover over here and get a quick glance at all the newest submissions. And of course, over the course of the next few days, we'll be seeing more and more and more of these, and you'll end up like this. You'll have all of these skins to see for yourself. But it's not just a matter of being able to see all the skins. You can actually see the votes. Yeah, you can see how many votes they have. You can see the Steam score. So just to kind of quickly, briefly explain everything. Steam score, it's a mix of subscribers, people like following the skin, the votes, up and down and whatnot. It's a weird amalgamation, but I guess you probably would only look at the likes of this to kind of get a good understanding if something's favourable to a lot of people. But yeah, now you might sit there and say, oh, this seems like a lot. Well, don't you worry, because there is a search function. If I only wanted to look out for all the garage doors, I'd just type in garage. There you go. It was as simple as that. Look, I can see all the ones from the previous weeks as well. I can see the ones that are accepted. Look at that. Yep, Shadowborn Garage Door. Cool. What about okay, Vay's made a very cool looking skin right there. Could I see if he's made another Shadowborn skin? Well, there you go. I type in his name, and I can see right there the double door from the previous week. And maybe, just maybe, over the course of this weekend, we'll probably see another cool looking Shadowborn deplorable. So it's all available to you right there. There's a lot to look at. Go test out yourself. I'll probably take the link and I'll put it in the description of what this video will be. But yeah, there's so much to see. And also, you get the WSkin links as well. So if you don't know how to grab these and you have your own server, there you go. It's all provided to you. So helpful. And we also have all the previous weeks archived, if you so wish, to see all of that. Very nice. And we also have this special little feature here with the accepted skins. When the Rust store rotates, there'll be a snapshot taken. For what you see here are the votes, the upvotes and the downvotes of these skins when they literally first appeared in the Rust store. And you can see the difference. For example, Shadowborn Garage Door only had 524 upvotes when it was first accepted to this recent Rust store. But if I were to go back over to here real quickly and see where it currently stands right now, it has 806. People seeing it being accepted and look at it themselves, they realise, oh, it's a cool skin, upvote. So yeah, you can see something like that as well. So consider giving this a good look and, keep an eye out for all the skins regardless of the likes of the Steam market. Go look in your inventories, see how your skins are faring here. Things are looking more positive. Things are looking so much better. Yeah. Is there much else I should say? Well, I should also point out, keep an eye out for those Christmas skins. All right? Keep an eye out for these Christmas skins because it's expected that from here and now, they only trend upwards as we lead towards the likes of November, December time. So some of them have probably dramatically dropped down in price, but they can only go down so much And it looks like this one here, for example, only has just stopped, is stagnating. And from here now, well, what do I expect next? It's going to go up, 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 probably to around $9 again. But I bought mine for about $3.50. There you go. Oh, I'm right there. Yeah. So, yeah, you get the idea, I'm sure. And, yeah, that's it. So I hope this video was nice and insightful for all of you. I hope you feel a little bit more positive and motivated for the rest of this year. But, of course, don't forget, autumn fall seasonal dip. Watch out. So go and enjoy yourself. Keep an eye on the skins and... yeah, have fun. And also, like I said, don't forget, keep an eye on Likes the Workshop, and please consider giving this website a good look, because I'm pretty sure many of you will greatly appreciate the usefulness of it. And so with that, thank you very much. Catch you later.